Hello everyone and welcome back to the Daily English JC channel. We are truly happy to have you here today. If this is your first time watching, you are especially welcome.
Yes, welcome to our amazing learning community. Whether you've been here from the beginning or you just discovered this channel, you are in the right place. Today, we are going very deep into a problem that silently destroys fluency for many learners, translating in your head.
Be honest with yourself. How many times have you heard an English question, understood it, but needed 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds before answering? And during those seconds, your brain was busy translating.
Or maybe you prepare a sentence in your mind before speaking. You build it in your native language first, you organize the grammar, then you translate it into English. And when you finally speak, you feel slow, stressed, and sometimes unsure.
That delay is not because you are not intelligent. It's not because your English is bad. It's because you're using the wrong mental process. Translation is a double job for your brain, and double jobs slow you down.
Let's break it clearly. When someone speaks English to you, your brain should ideally go from sound directly to meaning. But if you translate, it goes from sound, native language, meaning, response in native language, English sentence, speak. That's 5 or 6 mental steps instead of 1 or 2.
And conversation doesn't wait. English speakers don't pause for your translation process. They continue talking. And the more you feel behind, the more nervous you become. And nervousness makes translation even worse.
So today, we're not just going to talk about the problem. We're going to give you a complete training system to reduce translation and start thinking more naturally in English.
First, you must understand something important. Translation is a habit, and habits are built through repetition. For years, maybe your English learning method was based on vocabulary lists with translations. English word on the left, native language on the right. Your brain learned to connect English to your language instead of to meaning.
That method is common in schools, but it creates dependency. You don't build a direct English network in your brain. You build a bridge that always passes through your native language, and every time you speak, you must cross that bridge.
To change this, you must build a new mental network. And that starts with images. When you learn new vocabulary, stop writing translations. Instead, write simple English explanations or draw a small symbol.
For example, if you learn the word storm, don't write the translation. Instead, write strong wind and heavy rain, or imagine dark clouds and lightning. The more visual and emotional the image, the stronger the connection.
This technique forces your brain to stay inside English, and that's the goal. You must reduce the escape to your native language.
Now let's talk about listening in a smarter way. Many learners try to understand every single word. That creates panic, and panic creates translation. Instead, train yourself to understand general meaning first.
When you watch a video or listen to a podcast, ask yourself, what is the main idea? Not, what does every word mean? If you focus on the message, your brain relaxes, and when your brain relaxes, it processes faster.
Another powerful technique is shadowing. Choose a short audio, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, listen and repeat immediately with the speaker. Don't wait until the sentence finishes. Repeat almost at the same time.
This trains automatic reaction. Your mouth learns to move without asking your brain for translation permission. At first, it will feel messy, but that's okay. The goal is speed and rhythm, not perfection.
Let's go deeper into daily thinking practice. Choose specific daily routines where you will think only in English. For example, when you wake up, describe your morning in English. I'm tired. I need coffee. Today will be busy. Simple sentences.
During your commute, describe what you see. There is traffic. The sky is cloudy. That man is running. This may feel strange at the beginning, but it builds direct association between reality and English.
And here is something very important. Accept simple English. Many learners delay speaking because they want perfect grammar and advanced vocabulary, but fluency grows from simplicity.
Instead of saying, I would like to express my dissatisfaction regarding the current situation, just say, I'm not happy with this. Clear, direct, fluent.
Complexity increases translation because your brain must calculate more. Simplicity increases speed.
Let's talk now about the difference between passive understanding and active production. Many learners say, I understand everything I listen to, but I can't speak. This is called the production gap.
And it's frustrating. You watch TV shows, you read articles, but when it's your turn to speak, your mind goes blank. This gap exists because comprehension is one thing, but production is a completely different skill that needs its own training.
Exactly. Your brain has two different systems. One system for receiving and decoding, and another for building and sending. If you only read and listen, you only train the first one. To activate the second one, you must force your brain to build sentences again and again.
It's like comparing reading a score and actually playing the piano. You can study the score for hours, but if you never touch the keyboard, you will never know how to play. English is the same. Your mouth and your brain need the physical practice of speaking.
And this practice is exactly what will kill translation. Because when you build a sentence yourself, directly in English, you create those direct neural connections we talked about earlier.
That's a great point. Now, before we continue, let's take a short pause.
Let's pause for a moment. If you're learning something valuable right now, take a second to subscribe to the channel. Like this video and share it with someone who struggles with speaking English fast. When you subscribe, you are investing in your progress and you become part of a community that is serious about growth.
We publish practical lessons regularly to help you improve step by step, so don't miss the next one.
Welcome back. Now, let's talk about emotional training. Many people translate more when they feel pressure. For example, during job interviews, presentations, or conversations with fluent speakers.
That's because stress reduces processing speed. When you're nervous, your brain goes back to what feels safe, your native language.
To fight this, practice speaking in low-pressure situations first. Record yourself, talk to yourself, speak in front of a mirror. The more comfortable you are hearing your own English voice, the less your brain will panic.
Another exercise is storytelling. At the end of your day, tell a short story in English about what happened, even if it's simple. Today, I woke up late. I missed the bus. I felt stressed, but later I finished my work. This trains sequence thinking in English.
You can also reduce translation by limiting subtitles. If you always watch English with subtitles in your native language, your brain becomes lazy. Try English subtitles first, then try without subtitles for short videos.
Let's talk about an underused tool, your phone. You have it with you all the time. Use it to record yourself.
Yes, this is a difficult exercise at first because many people don't like the sound of their own voice, but it is incredibly powerful. Take a simple topic, like your plans for the weekend, and record yourself speaking for 1 minute.
Then listen back to yourself. You will notice things. Maybe you are searching for a word or make a strange pause. By listening to yourself, you become your own teacher. You become aware of your translation habits.
And most importantly, don't judge your performance negatively. Don't say, I'm terrible. Instead say, I hesitated here. How can I say this more simply next time? This is constructive analysis, not destructive self-criticism.
Another practical exercise is what I call the parallel routine. Choose an activity you do every day, like brushing your teeth or making coffee. While you do this activity, comment on it out loud in English.
I am opening the toothpaste. Now I am brushing my top teeth. Okay, I need to rinse my mouth. Does it feel silly? Maybe, but you are linking a real physical action to the English language. This is one of the fastest ways to create strong, lasting connections in the brain, much more effective than just memorizing a list of verbs.
Now let's talk about immersion. You don't need to go to an English-speaking country to create a language bath. You can create it at home.
Change your phone's language to English. Watch your favorite shows in English with English subtitles. Listen to English podcasts while you do the housework. At first, it's tiring because your brain is working harder.
But that's exactly the point. This constant work forces your brain to stay in English. Little by little, it gets used to it. Words and structures become familiar. And when something becomes familiar, you no longer need to translate it.
And we must address a crucial point. Accepting ambiguity. As a learner, you will not always understand everything, and that's normal. Native speakers don't always understand everything either.
It's true. In a fast conversation, even I sometimes miss a word, but I don't stop. I listen to the rest of the sentence, I understand the general idea, and I keep going. That's fluency, knowing how to manage uncertainty without letting it stop communication.
If you try to understand every word, you will get stuck on a word you didn't understand. Your brain will panic and turn to translation to look for it. And in the meantime, the rest of the conversation is lost. Accept not knowing everything. Focus on the overall message.
This is a huge mindset shift, moving from seeking perfection to seeking connection. Your goal is not to translate perfectly, but to communicate effectively.
Speaking of communication, let's talk about humor and cultural expressions. This is often where literal translation fails completely.
If someone says it's raining cats and dogs and you translate it word for word in your head, you will be very confused and waste time. But if you learn